What's up, everybody? Welcome to 3D Rivals, your first line of defense against stupid movies. My name is DJ, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, my sister Dakota.
What's up?
And my brother Derek.
What's up?
And this week we're going to be talking about M3GAN, or M3GAN.
M3GAN.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
The movie about killer AI robots.
Toy doll.
Toy. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. My bad.
So
It is a toy. It's a
killer
robot.
AI toy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh. Before we talk about this movie,
okay.
can we talk about a random thing I learned this weekend?
Okay.
Random thing she learned. All right, go ahead.
Did y'all know Seal's song "A Kiss from a Rose" is on the Batman Forever soundtrack? Like, they made that song for that movie.
What?
In the music video, he is singing in front of the bat signal.
But why though?
I have no idea.
And why did you learn that for this movie?
It was so.
This is wait.
She didn't sing that song.
The connections.
No. Okay,
Right.
I learned it's not connected to this movie.
Okay, all right. Yeah,
But I learned it this weekend because, you know, I'm looking up stuff for this movie, and then their song was like, then they're like at the very bottom of the list is like "A Kiss from a Rose" done to like the Batman, that new Batman movie that came out, and I was like, why would they have done that? And so then they're showing the song, and he's like in front of the bat signal, and you know they're showing clips from the Batman movie, and I was just like, why would someone do this? And then in the comments were like, it's hard to believe that this was made for the Batman Forever movie, and I was like, shut up, no, it wasn't, but
like
it was.
City of Justice.
But that makes sense.
Yeah, it's called Gotham City.
Yeah.
But a kiss
What
from
is
a-
Kiss from a Rose? Why?
I don't. It makes no sense to me.
Nothing to
What?
do with
And for
Batman Forever.
I'm
Yeah.
like, what scene would he sing
But
that
there was,
on? When
like,
he
scene-
met
Yeah.
Nicole Kidman with the bed sheet?
Well.
What do you mean when he was stalking her? Batman has a stalking problem.
He does have a very
All right,
stalking
we talked
problem.
about it in the Batman movie.
Yes.
But yeah, he clearly has a problem with
Because
this.
that heavy
stalking.
breathing was disturbing.
Yes, he has some issues, but yeah. So I learned that. I was surprised.
That is interesting.
That is a really famous Seal song.
Right?
We haven't talked about Batman Forever yet.
We
have
will.
You probably should have saved it.
Yeah, that would have been a
Ow.
perfect random movie.
Because we did Batman Returns, right?
Yes. Batman
That's our
Forever is
next-
coming up.
Yeah, that's our next one.
Next
That would have
Batman
been
movie.
a very perfect random
I'm not
movie
sure if
fact.
I'd have learned that then, because I never look up anything about the soundtrack.
Oh, maybe we should start looking up stuff about.
Okay,
soundtracks.
I'll
I'll
repeat
check
it.
on
You guys aren't gonna remember this.
I'm going to remember it.
We'll repeat it. The audience won't remember it. We're gonna neuralize them. Okay.
Okay.
So,
So,
Megan.
yes.
Yes.
Alrighty. Okay, so yeah, it's a movie about a killer toy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna start by mentioning some of the special effects in this movie.
Okay.
Why did it look so bad?
Well, I thought the robot looked good.
No, not the robot.
Oh.
Okay.
And I think that's practical anyway.
Yes.
Practical effect.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
No, like the car crash that kills the girl's parents.
The explosion.
With the
when
lights
they got
coming
hit
towards them.
by the truck. That didn't look horrible to you. To me,
It was
horrible.
lights and snow. What
I
are you
don't know.
talking
It
about?
looked really bad to me.
Like,
Oh,
I don't.
yeah, I
What?
don't-
It was literally headlights in a snowstorm.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Fine. They didn't look like they were actually. All right, never mind.
It didn't look like they were in a snowstorm.
Well,
I
you-
mean, I didn't pay attention
I
to
didn't
The
pay-
car. It feels weird to me, but the car felt like a set. You know, like
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't know.
So to you, it felt like that the car wasn't moving and that they were just shooting them being in the car.
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, okay.
I didn't get that, but okay. I
I
understand
mean,
where you're coming from now.
Yeah, never mind. Okay, I'm alone on this. I'm gonna leave it.
You are, but okay.
Okay, but anyhow, so we have what's the girl's name?
Katie?
Katie. Yes, yeah, Katie.
Yeah.
Okay, so she she is in the car with her parents going on a ski trip, and they get in a car accident and her parents die, and that's like the beginning of this whole movie. You've got this
They shouldn't
fake.
have stopped in the middle of the road.
Like, why would you?
Why
do
would
that?
you just stop? Yeah, that was dumb.
I couldn't figure out like where were they coming from because they act like they have never seen snow before.
Yeah.
Did they?
It was kind of like a whiteout though. But this is
You
also
pull
my
to
thing.
the side of the road.
Even if they didn't stop, they would have still been in a crash.
They would have,
Yeah.
but why are you
Also,
stopping?
usually don't they tell you not to drive? Like they usually have signs up.
Yeah, they would have signs
And then
stating like it's not safe to travel.
what I didn't
It's usually
understand.
a 1-lane road.
Yeah.
Were they on the wrong side of the street, or was the snowplow on the wrong side of the street?
Probably snowplow. Because they probably weren't supposed to be driving on the street.
Yeah, because I was thinking like, you know how like when it snows real heavy here, like the lanes.
Our snowplows go in the direction. Of traffic.
I'm saying like how like lanes get shortened because people try to stay in a clear.
So then
lane.
they will still be on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah. But I'm thinking if they're traveling up like a mountain or a hill or
maybe
something,
it was a 1-lane road.
It's not that much room. I'm thinking, or
we're thinking too much into them.
I mean, we are like really analyzing this.
But that just stood out to me. I was just like, which one of y'all were in the wrong spot?
I didn't think about it. I was just like, oh well, her parents are dead.
I was just like, you don't stop in the middle of the street.
Well, no, you don't stop. Just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, because if you can't see in front of you, if there's a car behind you, they can't see you either.
They can't see you either. Yeah. And my thing is, you didn't pull over, so you just stop.
Yeah, they just stop.
That's weird. Man.
Who does that?
They probably should have stopped a long time ago, I think.
I would have, especially like clearly, I guess they're from California. Because you're just driving. You don't even know what the road turns, and then like you're just driving and run into a pole. Yeah, so clearly they're not used to driving in snow. I think it's weird because they had the whole conversation about the guy asking them if they wanted chains or not, which then tells me like you don't want to be driving in this. If the guy at the end of the road is telling you want to put chains in your car, and you asking me that, I don't want to go to this direction. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. But anyhow, so her parents die in that, and so she's gonna live with her aunt.
Yes.
Who works for the toy company.
Right. Mm-hmm. And that's the mother's sister.
Yeah. So the mother's sister, because that's who they requested to have custody of their daughter.
Yeah.
Okay. So after this is when we're introduced to the therapist.
Oh my goodness.
First, I'm going to put quotes over that. That's a social worker, right? That's not a therapist. Because you said therapist, she didn't sit down to see how the child was dealing with the trauma. Yeah. She was seeing whether or not the aunt was fit to care for her. I'm like, that's a social worker. Yeah. And then it's been like a day.
Yes.
Like, she had this kid for a day, and then she's like, you don't have any toys here? I'm like, what? She just got custody of this kid. Her sister also died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, excuse me. Once they find out that the aunt is going to have custody of the child, the social worker will visit the home before the child even gets there.
But even if she didn't, my thing is you want to see how the kid is adjusting. Fine. I agree with, I wrote that down. Like, you're being real judgmental right now. Like, this girl been here for like 2 days, haven't even unpacked, and you're like, where's her toys at?
Yeah, and then like, cause she's got collectibles.
Yeah.
And then like, so the girl says, "Oh, those aren't toys; those are collectibles," because her aunt told her that earlier.
Yeah.
And then the social worker gives her a look. I'm like, well, they're collectibles.
They're collectibles.
Mm-hmm. It's not wrong to have that in the house with a kid.
Right. It's not like you were denying this kid anything, because the kid go in the garage, unpack one of those boxes, and give her toys. Just it didn't make any sense.
Solve
that problem. And then when they were playing, she's like, well, she's like, let her do it. I'm like, if she's not doing it right, if it has a hidden feature, why wouldn't she tell the girl about the hidden feature?
How to do it. I was like, the social worker's being real extra. I felt like she was just looking for anything.
Yeah.
To take custody away from her.
Yeah. They're talking about we're gonna have to, look at some adjustments that need to be. I'm like, they do need to adjust. Girl's living with someone who she, not her parents. Her parents just died. She needs to adjust. Someone who has no kids, not used to having kids. Her house isn't meant for kids. Yeah, they need to adjust. Like, give them a chance.
Yeah. I was like, y'all being real extra right now.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
First visit would be if it's a safe environment for the kid.
Which it looked like it was a safe environment.
Right?
And if she's able to take care of her physically. So it's like, does she have her own room? Is there food? Is she being fed? That's it. All the other stuff comes down the line.
Also, what's the aunt's name? Because I don't want to keep saying
Gemma.
Gemma. Okay.
Gemma.
Yeah, Gemma. You got this really nice house. They always have nice houses in movies. But they had this really nice house. You can't afford a babysitter.
I think that was the whole point of the movie, though, isn't it? That's the underlying message of the movie.
Yeah. Because she was acting like you know, I get she should get some bereavement time. I think she got a week, which I don't know. You give people more time, but whatever.
Yeah, but
you're only legally
3 days.
3 days.
They can. I mean, you can. Most companies, well, depending on who you work for, will give you. You know, how much time do you need?
Yeah.
But legally, they're only required to give you 3 days.
Which is like, cool. I mean, you should be over this person's death in 3 days.
What I like in one of the 3 days is the funeral.
Right. Yeah, I gotta pick when I take these 3 days.
Yeah. So, but I think she took a week and stuff, so she had to go back and work because she was supposed to be making this Furby knockoff thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
I was like, in the beginning when they had the commercial, I'm like, why do they act like this revolutionary? Because this is supposed to be like in our time, right? I'm like, this is a Furby.
With a tablet, though.
Oh, Furby with a tablet.
It has a tablet. That's the difference. It has a tablet.
Yes.
Dumb.
And it is based off of like the child's personality.
Yeah.
So it's like it grows and do things as what the child does.
Gotcha. So, but she was acting like, you know, she has to go and work and she don't know what to do, and I'm like, it's called a babysitter.
Yeah.
Also, I know the girl's against it, but I would have put her in public school. Now, I know she was like, well, I want you to go to school, and she was trying to do a midway with this outside weird,
no study necessary type school.
Yeah, I was like, Montessori is worse than Montessori.
It's nonsense.
Which I guess Montessori's not bad. Weird to me, but yeah, it was nonsense. And I'm like, you just put her in a public school, she'll adjust.
Yeah. Well, she was being homeschooled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I thought that's what.
And she would probably be against it because her mom didn't want her to go to public school, but still, you know.
Yeah. Whatever, girl. You'll get used to it.
Yeah. But anyhow, she was already working on this toy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I questioned this toy, right? So instead of working on a Furby, she was working against her boss's wishes on an AI-filled robot. It's a robot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Why would you have a toy made out of titanium? What's wrong with you?
Well, for movie purposes. Otherwise, you're right. That makes no sense.
Because
it's going to cost too much, and no company is
just to make.
Yeah, no company is going to do that.
No, they will never make profit.
No,
yeah, because even if you made it out of plastic, it would still be a $10,000 toy. So I'm like, titanium, you're out of your mind.
It's only
it's
for
a car, almost at this point.
Cars don't use titanium, nothing.
True. They don't. They will call it a titanium. It's a trim level for
only time I've seen titanium, at least for like in my job, is when you want something to be chemical resistant.
Yeah.
We use titanium.
That's or like lightweight.
So what kind of chemical would the toy even run into?
Because they're like, it's super durable and it could withstand whatever the child throws at it. I'm like, it's called plastic. You know how Nintendo consoles, surprisingly, are extremely durable. Mm-hmm. When the Switch first came out, somebody dropped it off of a 100-foot building, and the controller broke. Mm-hmm. That was it. The screen didn't break. The console didn't break. We got a Game Boy that survived the nuclear attack in Japan, and it still works. So I don't think you need
a titanium
doll.
You do not.
So I'm like, she's been real extra with this doll. Also, I don't think this is a good toy idea, right? So the thing is, I guess it's kind of building off of their Furby idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where it, learns from the kid and it will be there to help the child or take care of the child.
It essentially would be your kid's best friend.
Yeah. And that's what her co-worker was telling her, was like, basically, what you're saying, all of what you're going to have this doll to do is replacing even the little things that parents do. Because she was like, you said it's going to read it a bedtime story and tuck them in at night. Mm-hmm. And it was like, so what is the parent doing?
Yeah. I had a big issue with that. And look, as a parent of 2 children, things get real annoying. Yes, they do. But I mean, like, I can't have a robot do all of that. Mm-hmm. Right? I've got to go out and play with my children and read the bedtime stories and teach them things, right?
Yeah.
Even when you got to constantly remind them stuff. Like they had the robot reminding her to flush the toilet, which is a real thing. All you non-parents out there. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's better coming from the parent than
right. But thing. See, the difference is you care.
Yeah.
She did not, and then basically that is like the message of this movie is that, you know, people letting technology raise their kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I absolutely want to agree with the friend, because like when I was watching that little commercial thing she put together, and I was just like, you're just
you do nothing.
You do nothing. You basically is like you make sure she eats.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you make her breakfast and dinner.
Yeah.
And you take her to school.
Yeah. And that's so of course your kid gets attached to this thing because this thing is the only
thing she interacts with.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a huge problem. And yeah, I agree with the friend when they brought that up. And I can see it. I'm like, that's a issue. Yeah. Also, and then besides that, what's the point of this toy? I don't want my kid having a toy best friend. I mean, like, not in a way that like a kid will like be best friends with their teddy bear or something like that. You know, that's fine. But something like this that has the illusion of human personality, I don't think that's a good idea. True. At all. Like nothing like this should be made.
Yeah, but
I feel like it makes. We already talk about kids today having social issues. Something like that will speed that up greatly.
Yeah. For an adult, maybe if an adult has like problems coping with something, if you want to have something like that, I think that's okay.
That's a Black Mirror episode.
That's like 4 Black Mirror episodes. I think that's okay because adults are already adjusted.
Yeah.
Children, I think this is a very dangerous thing.
Well, yeah, because they're developing, right? They're learning new things, right? Learning social skills, and if their only social interaction is with this robot, you're only causing issues for them.
Yeah.
When they become adults.
Yeah, and then especially with Katie's case, since she was dealing with trauma,
right?
It created a big issue.
Someone who needed her aunt to really be there for her, and her aunt was just like, "Here's this thing, I ain't got time for you."
Yeah, and basically it was like, it's going to do it for me.
Yeah.
Which let's not create stuff like that.
No, but I can see where there will be a market for that, because think about how many people, you know, how their nannies are raising their kids.
Yeah. Well, it kind of like Humans, right? You remember that show?
Yes.
Which is another AI robot thing. But it was it took care of some of the stuff for the parents. But even though it could basically do all of the stuff that M3GAN did, they didn't have it do everything for the kids. It was basically like a maid for the house, right?
Okay.
Yeah, but then that one family ran into problems when people were getting attached to the maid.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
And then the wife was like, "You gotta go," and it was just weird. Watch the show if y'all haven't seen it.
Humans is actually really good.
It's a really good show.
I haven't seen the second season.
Yeah.
But it was
Paramount
really good.
Plus?
No,
Amazon.
Okay.
Jim and Chan. That's where I first saw Jim and Chan.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Is it a British show? I think it is. Yeah.
It's British.
Oh, like Black Mirror.
Like Black Mirror. I think Black Mirror actually has a new season. I was surprised.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So, but this is the issues we're running into. So we have M3GAN. It's doing everything for Katie, taking care of her basically. I mean, it did help. I thought that was a really good scene where it did actually help her cope with some of
because she was able to talk because her aunt wasn't listening to her or asking her at least. So it did help her in a way because she was able to express how she was really feeling. And the robot listened to her.
One thing I have to say about M3GAN, when you shut down or whatever Can you close your eyes?
That's disturbing.
It was so because the girl goes to bed and then Megan sits down on the charge or whatever, and her eyes are wide open.
Who wants to look at that?
I'm like, yeah, that's disturbing. Please.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Creepy. No one. No one.
Yeah, because she's sitting on the. I guess that was the charging.
Yeah, the charging pad. Yeah.
But we run into a couple of issues. One, you have the neighbor with her dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which, okay. So the neighbor's dog keeps coming through a hole in the fence.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it's Gemma's fence. So they say
yes.
it's a hole.
I say prove that is my fence.
I'm going to get to it because it doesn't even matter if it's her fence or not. So the neighbor's dog keeps coming through. And so Katie was playing and Megan went to get one of her toys. It went under like the little hole in the fence, and she gets attacked by the dog.
Right. Mm-hmm. So Katie runs out to save Megan.
She saves Megan, and then the dog bites Katie.
Yeah.
Okay. Couple of things.
Gemma, why aren't you watching your kid?
Well, no, the robot's watching. We've been through that.
Yeah, because she forgot about her the first night.
Could we please watch this little girl?
Hey, the first night she forgot all about her.
Okay. The police get there, and they're like, "Well, it's nothing to do because the neighbor said the dog was provoked." Yo, guess what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The dog bit someone. It could be they could have trespassed onto her property, right?
I don't know. No, you cannot trespass on someone's property.
Not like you're going to rob, but like if she went over there to get her toy and the dog attacked her, that she's still liable for that dog bite. That's why it's in your home insurance, right? And they're like, well, fix the hole in your fence. Like, it doesn't matter. The dog shouldn't be coming through the hole or biting anyone. Like, because what about the mailman that goes up in there, right?
Right.
Like, she's still liable. And they brushed that under the rug like it was nothing. I'm like, she's liable for that dog biting the girl.
Yes.
The girl is not a danger.
Yeah.
Because there are different types of like dogs that people have. You have like a house pet of dog where the dog is friendly and no issue. If you have a dog that's there for security purposes or to protect your home, you have to have posted signs, and you have to have the dog somewhere where it's not easily attacking someone.
It can't just attack somebody.
Yeah, it just can't attack somebody.
But my thing is, you already know that this dog is out of control. Gemma cannot be the only one who have seen to complain about this dog.
Her driveway and the dog jumped up on her car.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like if that dog is that aggressive, someone else would have to have complained about that dog also.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they didn't show any.
Like, as an example, my neighbor, 2 houses down, they had a dog, and it never happened to us, but I've seen where it ran up on a couple that was walking their baby down the street. It didn't attack them, but like it was full force running at them and stuff. It attacked another dog. Someone was walking their dog and it attacked the dog. That dog is gone.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know if they put it down, people. I know that it's not at that house anymore. Either it was taken from them or, but it's not a neighborhood anymore. And that's the same thing. Like you said, it's not going to be one incident. It's not just messing with Gemma's house.
Right. So I'm saying is that this was pursuable. Like, I don't see the cops in any situation who just brush it off like, oh, well, first of all, the fact that
they
not in that neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
They might. But the fact that the dog bit the little girl is
like, that's a
number one.
One, I'm suing you.
I'm definitely suing you. Yeah. You're going to be paying from your homeowner's insurance.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, which I'm sorry, Gemma, why didn't you? You definitely should have sued for that.
Yeah, it definitely seems like something she would do, right? I'm just saying,
because she's going to lose that case. Like, you're going to lose that case.
Yeah.
Sticking your arm through a fence is not provoking a dog.
No, and then even if she was, your dog can't bite me.
Yeah. So there was that issue. Then she sends her to... Oh, well, Megan takes the dog, I guess buries it. I don't know what she did. The dog is dead, though.
No, the dog is dead.
Yeah.
I guess she buried it in the woods or something. I don't know.
So, because Megan's all about protecting Katie.
Yeah. And she saw the pain of what she was in and the distress that she was feeling.
So dog's dead.
Yeah. So dog's dead. Dog goes missing, so the neighbor blames them. So
now the cops come back.
Yeah, M3GAN also kills the neighbor by spraying her. What did she spray her with?
Pesticide?
No. So she used a water pressure hose.
Yeah.
And basically like ripped her skin off.
Oh, it was just pressure. Oh.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, yeah, if you
Yeah, so
I can do that.
That, and then right before that, when she went to this fake outdoorsy school, I don't even know what this wasn't a school. But
yeah, I had to rewind it because I thought I missed something. I was like, she's taking her to camp?
No, that's a
and
school.
I was like, this is a school. Yeah. Because I was like, I thought I missed some kind of dialogue somewhere.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, this is this supposed school. I'm like, okay.
So she was teamed up with one of the boys in class, and then he was just a jerk. What? I'm like, is anyone that much of a jerk? Like,
yes.
I think this boy is disturbed. Like, the way he was described before she even teamed up with him, it was clear that this boy is a serial killer in the making.
Yeah.
So, in that case, it did not surprise me that he was a little off.
Yeah, because he took.
But I mean, I feel like not to
her.
that extreme though. But I feel like even with going to school, there's always that one person that's just like a bully to everybody.
Well, there's always bullies, but not like
his
him.
level. No, like she said,
he looked like he was older than everybody too.
His mom said he was, didn't she? Oh no, she just
he had a growth spurt.
Quote unquote.
No, he was
older.
He was 12 in the 4th grade. But what gets me is what I don't understand is that the one little boy was like, I don't want to work with him. Yeah. To me, if someone is just flat out like, no, like, don't also put the new little girl with this crazy kid. Yeah. You know this kid got issues.
One of his teachers.
Yeah. And then, I'm sorry, what kind of school lets 8-year-olds wander in the woods by themselves?
I don't know.
Just, I mean, you're
non-school that she was at?
You're asking for someone to get kidnapped. I don't understand.
Yeah. But anyway, because he was messing with Katie. M3GAN steps in and rips his ear off. Bro, I was like, that was one scene. I was like, because you could see like the ear stretching and stuff. And I'm like, that's gotta hurt. Like, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
And then he trips and falls onto the highway and gets hit by a car.
That was messed up.
It was kind of messed up.
That was messed up.
I didn't feel sorry for him.
No. No, he deserved it.
But no one deserves to die.
But this was my thing with the car accident. And maybe this is a nitpick. Mm-hmm. No one realizes that his ear is ripped off.
No, they did. That's why they said it was a homicide.
Yes. Did you?
Okay.
Were you watching the movie?
I was watching the movie. I must have missed that part.
They bring it up.
Okay.
Because the cops were talking to Gemma, and she's like, I thought it was an accident. And he was like, we thought so too, but his ear was ripped clean off.
Yeah.
And I was just been like, the tire took his ear
in
off.
the woods and threw his ear.
It was in the woods.
Yeah.
It was in the woods.
Yeah. And so
because she just threw it after she ripped it off.
Yeah. So that tips Gemma off that M3GAN is killing people because there were 2 people dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which apparently Gemma didn't have a lot of time. She was rushing making this, so didn't put all the protocols in. I'm like, you know what? And people would do this for real, though.
Yes, they would.
Yeah, because she wanted to get it off, which, there's things about this I don't understand. But basically, she's like, for it to teach itself. And I'm like, she approached our robot the same way she approached raising her niece.
Yes, she did.
Which then means, like, how'd you get so far in this company if you just like, it'll be cool?
Yeah. We still need to do some testing. I didn't have the time to go over all the protocol. You might want to do that. If you're going to have a robot around children, make sure it can't harm people.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You allowed it to have unlimited, like, knowledge, like, constantly, like, there's no stopping.
Yeah.
Of it
can
picking up
upgrade
information.
itself.
It can upgrade itself along the way.
Yeah.
Like, hey, look, guys, when we're writing these programs, they shouldn't be allowed to change themselves. Just saying, like a program shouldn't be able to change itself, rewrite its own programming.
Dude, I don't let my computer update without me saying yes. They be like, turn on automatic updates. I be like, nah. No.
Same with my cell phone.
I'm like, no.
Nope, I want to see that notification. What is it upgrading?
Yeah, so, because she's protecting Katie a little bit too far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we have a dead dog and 2 dead people.
Yeah.
So what made it go like, oh, I get to kill people to solve this?
I guess that where is you don't put in any limits. So basically, someone hurts Katie, I hurt them in return, or just remove the problem. I guess it's removing the problem.
It was remove the problem, yes.
Yeah.
Because her main objective, she told her, is that she is supposed to protect Katie.
Mm-hmm. This is primary user.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. So we do that, and then, oh goodness, all this stuff happens, and Katie's upset.
Yeah.
And then
because the social worker says that she has an attachment issue.
Yeah, she's super attached to this robot.
Which
we've been over.
Yeah.
Why? Because I mean, she needed somebody, and you threw a robot at her because you suck.
Yep.
Jimmy sucks.
Yes. Hold on. Does Alice? Her name's Allison Williams, right? Or whatever her name is. Does she play likable characters?
I don't know. Who else does she play?
She was in Get Out.
Oh yeah. I knew that she looked familiar.
Yeah.
So she was the bait and Get Out.
Yeah, she was the girlfriend.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, and I know she was in a TV show, and I don't think she was a likable character in that TV show.
I don't think so either.
Just makes me wonder about her as a person. I'm sorry. I'm sure she's really nice.
How you get people that play like the same role.
Yeah.
Like it'd be a particular actor, and it's just like, man, I can't stand this dude because he's like always a double cross person or something. So it's like, yeah. But it's like those the roles she plays.
Saying, just makes me wonder.
She's gonna be a good person in a movie, and we're gonna be like, still don't like her.
So after Gemma realizes stuff, right? She
tries
to see like the recordings of what happened, but it's been wiped from the system, and then M3GAN just shows up there. See, that's another problem. I'm like, look, like,
well, her home was like, would you like some relaxing music?
Yeah, Alexa don't talk like that, bruh.
Dude, there's a reason why my Alexa is in a box. Like, I don't play those games.
Yeah. Look, and see, this is the stuff that makes me go, because, like, humans and Detroit Become Human or whatever, it's like, yeah, the androids are pretty cool, right? I can see wanting one to, like, help around the house. But stuff like that, where you just turn a corner and she's just standing there, I'm like, nope.
Right.
Yeah. Nope.
And hit her with you look distressed. Are you okay?
Wait, no.
Like, nah, you talking to me, so no.
Nope. That's a no from me, dog. Like, come on, man. And that's that line. That's why I can't do it. Because I would want one. I think that would be pretty cool. But see, it's I can't trust it. I don't know. He's gonna try and kill me one day. Nah. Maybe that's just us. Maybe we're overreacting because we keep making these movies about robot killing people, and they wouldn't do it. But
so you think?
I'm not gonna be the first one to find out.
No, that's cool. I don't need a robot I can talk to. That's fine.
Yeah. So she tries to tell her to power down,
and she won't power down.
Man, toss that thing into the fire. I just, what are we doing?
So she had to turn her off manually.
Yeah.
Dude, dismember it. Just absolutely.
Yeah, it should have been done right there.
It's titanium.
With it, you can melt titanium.
Look, if you put it together, you could take it apart.
Yeah, at that point when I asked it to power down and it didn't, I'm like, that's it. I don't need to even know if she murdered the people. That was it.
Yeah.
The part that got me where I'm like, why are we still even doing this? When they were first doing like the initial tests or whatever, and the girl started talking about death, and she's like, M3GAN, power down. And then she's like, I'll just look up stuff right now on the internet. And I'm like, unplug this thing.
Yeah.
That to me.
Still let her go.
Because he didn't want to watch the kid. This is what all them though. He didn't want to watch the kid.
Yeah. To me, that would have been the first, like, nope. Yep. We're not even doing this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because it was not the first time she didn't listen to it when it said power down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and apparently at that point we realized she forgot to make herself a primary user.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with you? You're a horrible worker.
Yeah.
Like, it's gracious. Before you let off something like this, you make sure everything is good.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Before you let loose the titanium robot for children. Also, I don't think M3GAN should have been leaving the facility. Like, you can have it test with children, but inside of the test room.
Yeah.
That goes
never
back
leaves
to
the test room.
Not wanting to talk to her niece. Right, because you're right. Yeah, normal things is you have, testing for it, right? A bunch of kids come in, play with it, see how it goes, blah, blah, blah. But it goes back to her not wanting to communicate with her niece.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so she shuts down M3GAN and takes her back to the lab for testing there. And then now we see Katie, like, losing her mind. Because, again, like the therapist, social worker, whatever person says, she was growing way too attached to this thing.
Yeah.
And she was flipping out. And under different circumstances, I'm like, all right, this kid needs to calm down. But given the traumatic circumstances that she dealt with and then the lack of care that she received afterwards, I kind of understand her losing her mind.
Well, a child will not know how to handle grief. And it's like you never even like allow her to open up.
Yeah.
Being that young of age.
She should have had a regular therapy session, not just a social worker coming.
Yes.
She needed sit
a regular
down
therapist
with a therapist.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. For years to come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. And so they're testing M3GAN, but M3GAN's uploading herself or shutting down computers. Why does this robot just have unlimited access to things? Like, she walks by things and she connects to the house system. I don't want my kid's toy connecting to everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why does it
just why
do
is
that?
That a feature?
Yeah. It's not a feature. It needs to be limited.
Yeah. But she said that with creating it, was saying like it can upload up into it because it was like that's how it updates.
But why?
No, that's Wi-Fi connection, okay? All right?
Yeah.
We're going beyond Wi-Fi connection. It took over her home Alexa. It is like messing with lights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's shutting down the computers in the lab. Why does it have that kind of control?
Why would you even give it that ability?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. So we're in the end of the movie.
Yes.
Because they're supposed to have a test run of a release.
They're doing a press release party type deal.
Yeah. Gemma finally has an adult conversation with Katie. And she calmed down. Wow, look at that.
Who knew?
You being an adult after she slapped her.
Woo. I tell you. Okay.
Ooh, take me some strength. Take me some strength.
Wouldn't be me, but whatever. So she talks to the little girl. Everyone's happy, reasonable.
Yeah.
Hey, look what happens when you talk to people. Things make sense. She's no longer being a brat.
You can reason with children, people. You can.
Yeah.
So yes. So and you see, Katie's not even like she understands why they have to leave M3GAN there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's all you had to do before you got there. To this
it's
point.
Explained to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But M3GAN escapes by blowing up the lab and choking out one of the lab techs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she kills the CEO. Why did she kill the CEO? I'm confused.
I don't know.
He didn't do anything to hurt Katie or her.
So according to the internet, it was saying it's because when they were running that promo, and he said something about like how Katie was talking about how much
he was kind of rude,
and he was rude and said like, no, all kids will love her even if their parents aren't dead or something like that.
Oh, and M3GAN did give him an eye.
Yeah, so someone was rude,
but like,
well, it's a robot though. With you know, it doesn't surprise me that she texted like, oh, okay.
Because M3GAN knows that her primary objective of what hurt Katie was her parents dying.
Yeah.
So any connection with that is automatically red flag with M3GAN. So for him to have that insensitive comment about that was like, okay, he doesn't care about her either.
All right.
Yeah.
Also, go for the stairs, dude. Don't.
Why? Oh my! I cannot.
People always go for elevators,
Why
man.
Why are we going for the elevator?
Stairs.
Why are we taking the elevator?
Stairs are going to be fast, especially if you're going down, bro.
And there's always
stairs. You can just jump down each little section of stairs.
You could just run down the stairs like a normal person.
Don't jump down there. It's faster.
The robot's not fast.
Oh, she was jumping them stairs.
Oh, yeah, the robot is fast. He would have died anyway.
He would have, but I mean, why are we waiting for the elevator, though?
Yeah. Oh, and then the assistant dude is like closing the door. I'm like,
he was. Honestly, he wasn't waiting for the elevator. He was running toward the elevator, and he was telling him to hold the door. And the dude was pressing.
I don't understand why we're taking the elevator anyways.
Yeah, because they wouldn't have made it anyway. No, if he got on the elevator, M3GAN would have got there.
Yeah,
and killed him.
Seriously, stop taking elevators.
Yeah. That was funny though.
That was weird. I'm just like, are we just gonna watch this robot or are we gonna run?
Well, he had nowhere to go at that point.
No. When she was at the end of the hall doing that weird dance, I was just
dance? Like, oh yeah.
So run though?
Yeah.
And then I'm sorry, why does that paper cutter got a sword?
It's an old school paper cutter.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, the little paper cutter that you left.
Right.
I did feel like it was.
The blade does not look like that.
Oh yeah, it did. Like she pulled it off and it was a machete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it was an old school paper cutter.
Yeah, because with it being an old school paper cutter, you will only cut with one side.
Yeah.
Well, the tip of it ain't sharp either.
Yeah. No. So I'm like, that was a straight up machete.
Yeah. We're not gonna think about that.
Okay. Yeah. Not thinking about it.
Yeah. So he asked her why was he an assistant?
He was
okay. Oh, so he asked her why is she killing everybody?
To cover up the
he was just convinced.
But that was dumb because then she just got off the elevator with the dead people behind her afterwards. So,
but no one saw her.
Well, yes, they did. That's why they were screaming.
No, they were screaming because they saw the open elevator with the dead bodies in it. She was already outside.
No one saw her walk out that elevator.
No, because that's what was my first.
She
thought.
shut down the cameras too, maybe.
That was my first thought. I was like, they would have seen her.
Nah, I ain't buying that. There's no way.
Because the people started screaming.
I don't care what they showed. There's no way no one sees her.
Yeah.
Just absolutely, there's no way.
She should have got seen.
Well, anyways, the whole building has security cameras.
Yeah. She was turning everything off. Like she stopped the alarm going off when the explosion went.
Okay, fair enough. They just show that, so
fine, I guess.
Yeah.
Again, why does she have this when she can stop the alarm?
Yeah.
Wait, is she made to control everything? Is
she's
she
like
child's toy?
I just was like, I just thought it was convenient that it was a smart car outside.
Well, no, all cars have computers.
Yeah, since like 2000.
Yeah, you can hack a car and control it
with a computer.
Yeah.
Your car.
But she's not tall enough to drive it though.
You can control the throttle.
Yeah.
With a computer.
Okay.
She hacked the computer.
Yeah. Does your car have cruise control?
Yeah.
And then you can control the throttle with the computer.
But what about steering?
Power steering.
How you know a car doesn't have? I mean, Tesla's not the only one that can do it.
Electronic power steering is the thing.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
I have no issues with her being able to get into that car.
It was convenient that a smart car.
Yeah, I learned this a long time ago, even before Tesla. So you can. I mean, I don't know about the driving fully, like turning corners and stuff, but you can control a car.
That was my thing. That's why I was just like,
But so, I mean, we're living in this era where, so right now, Tesla's the only one really promoting like self-driving car. But to me, who says, Ferrari or Lamborghini or whoever?
Well, forget that she can turn the steering wheel.
Also
my 3-year-old can get in the car and turn the steering wheel.
Yeah. So
if she's
just not braking.
We already said the car can do it for you.
Right. You cruise control.
Your car can do it for you.
Okay.
You said like, don't your car got that stupid safety thing going? If you're too close to something, it stops for you.
No, mine doesn't.
No, my car. I don't want that nonsense. But
my car does.
Exactly.
I mean, I could turn it on or off, but yeah, it has that feature.
So I'm just saying. So if she can hack into the car computer, she can make it go. She can make it stop. She can turn the wheel herself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so she makes it back to Gemma, and her idea is to paralyze Gemma because she can't kill her because that will make.
Because then Katie will get taken away.
Yeah.
So paralyze her. But
then Katie is still gonna get taken away if she's paralyzed.
So we talked about a lot of things, stupid things as well. I think it goes to the part that is it has the mind of a child, really. Like its reasoning on things isn't sound.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, Gemma can't, if she's paralyzed, she still can't take care of Katie.
Yeah, right. So Katie still gets taken away.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But the AI thinking is, long she is still present, Katie will still be there.
Yeah.
But that's not how that works.
Anybody else find it a little upsetting that, like, they're arguing, so Megan and Gemma's arguing, and then Katie's like standing just far enough away not to see Megan. What's the matter? What's going on?
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, you better walk in there.
I was saying, like, why wouldn't she walk into the room?
I feel like a kid will walk in any other time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, walk into this room and stop being ridiculous. Yeah,
my kids would have. You'd be like, no, don't. You stay over there. My kids just walk on. What do you mean? What's going on? Why is the robot killing you?
Exactly.
So yeah. Anyhow, so she's getting attacked, and then this whole fight was really, really cheesy. This whole thing, she gets the chainsaw and tries to cut the robot. I bet you regret making it out of titanium now, don't you? Dummies. So yeah. Why is it strong as well?
Because it's made out of titanium.
Yeah,
it'll make you strong.
But also it was like how she created it.
A full-grown adult at 4 feet.
Because it was like also like how they created it. It was like it can't be easily pushed over or fall over. Like they was doing the testing of like trying to knock her down and stuff like that, and was like it will always keep its footing. It's not easily knocked over and all that. So it was like a kid can't. But I'm just like. Okay, so now you made this thing extremely agile.
Yes.
Because I agree with how they did him in Detroit Become Human, the game. Like, the robots, besides the fact that they didn't tire out, like, maybe a little stronger than a human, but, like, it wasn't, like, picking up crazy heavy things and stuff. Like, because they were still... Like, why would you make it
also really strong?
Yeah, especially if it's a child's toy. This is what I'm on because this was a toy, right?
I don't think she ever like displayed like real like strong strength.
Body slam being an adult is not real strong strength.
Oh.
The leverage she needs, especially at the height she's built at, because she's 4 feet tall, right? Got tiny hands as well.
Yeah, I mean, his kids can't body slam me.
No.
Yeah.
Also, you can't get him off of you. We're like, because she's choking him and you can't get her off.
Yeah.
I had a question because so Katie does come in and
she uses the real steel toy.
Yeah, because there was another robot, but it's like control, like you use remote controls to control it. The gloves, the Nintendo Power Gloves, to control the robot. And
No,
she tricks Katie.
Power.
No, she tricks Megan.
Yeah.
Into thinking that she would trust her, and then she attacked her and rips her in half. So my question is, how was Megan still choking Gemma with half a body?
The brain function part was at top.
No, I'm not talking about that. You mean to tell me at this point you still can't get this robot off you and only got half a body? You pull you're like, oh, she's choking. Rip the robot off of you.
But the saying is that the grip is so strong that she can't. Isn't that the whole point?
Yeah, I guess so. All right.
I mean, that's the whole point.
That's the whole point. Yeah. That's what we're saying. Why do we make it so strong?
Yes.
But anyway, then Megan's angry at Katie now, and it's like, I'm my own primary user.
Right, because she told her to turn off.
And I'm like, oh, what's your objective then? Because you
everybody.
did all of this to protect Katie. Obviously, it was wrong. Do you think you need some self-reflection going on here? Figure out.
Really?
And what?
Really? The point is just to kill everyone because humans can't be trusted.
Sure. I don't know. A robot can't be trusted.
Obviously.
But okay, so they do finally take it out.
Yeah.
By stabbing it through the little processor with a screwdriver or something like that. After Gemma takes his face off.
Yes.
Which apparently was easy.
It's just silicone.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's the end of Megan. Where is it? Because she downloaded herself into the home.
Yes.
So she can shut someone in a door or something, I guess. I don't know.
Or not let them out the house.
Or, I mean, if she's in the internet, then she can...
Oh, great, yeah.
She can do whatever.
And hold her out in the net.
She's in the internet. Oh.
That don't make sense.
She's gonna be
you can't just be out in the net.
She's in the internet.
What is that?
Then she's gonna be Ultron.
Yeah. Isn't that what Ultron did?
Yep.
Upload himself to the internet?
Now that I think about it.
What does that even mean?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Is he on what? You have to be on a computer.
Well, think about it. Okay, so if she's in the Alexa system, how many people have that?
Okay, but can your Alexa end up connected to my Alexa? I don't think so.
No, but what does your Alexa? Your Alexa connects to your phone and your computer, and
so I think she can control all that stuff around the house. I don't think she can escape out.
No, but what I'm saying is if you're in that system, then doesn't that mean that you also have access to Amazon's system? Amazon's everywhere.
Yeah, I guess hackers do that.
So
they do.
That is your entryway.
You get a backdoor into
exactly.
You hack into someone's own personal one. And you use that to get into Amazon.
Something as big as Amazon?
Yeah.
There's very few people who don't use something made by them.
Yeah. Okay. Because when they were hacking into Equifax, they used a whole bunch of people's information from Equifax to get into Equifax.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Yeah.
But we defeat Megan.
Yes.
And then that's the end of the movie. There won't be a second one.
Yes, there will.
There is.
Yeah. Should we talk about random movie facts?
Okay. Random.
There was something else I wanted to mention. Oh, the Megan toy, I think, in general, is a bad idea, besides the fact that we were saying the effect on children. But after your child, I don't know, turns 13, what are they going to do with this robot?
Well, they're saying is that it will remain your child's friend. Think about it. If your kid from toddlerhood has this friend, that robot will stay their friend. It's the only friend they have. It's just like growing up with someone.
Yeah, but the robot's not growing up.
But okay, it's still child size, but it already learned and grew with you too.
Okay.
That's the thing, right? So yes, okay, it's still the size of an 8-year-old, but intellectually, it grew with you. So it will still be there to talk to you, still be there to encourage you, still be there to give you that social, that you didn't have before.
Okay.
So maybe you don't take it everywhere with you like you do your teddy bear, but it is at home when you get home from school. Is it playing video games with you? Right? Is it listening to you about your bad day at school?
Yeah, as long as it ain't trying to kill nobody. All right, but go ahead with our random movie facts.
Okay, so then to answer your question, there will be a sequel.
Nobody asked for this.
It did because the movie is super popular and it made some money. I think it's a little overhyped, but people really like it. M3GAN 2.0 will be coming out January 2025. So be prepared.
All right. Okay.
Yes. I feel like he really hates this movie and I don't know why. So we already talked about how they use a puppet to be M3GAN, and then for everything that the animatronic couldn't do, a little girl named Amy Donald did, and then they used like CGI over her to make her look doll-like.
Okay.
So I think she did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
This was originally shot as a rated R film.
I could see that.
And then they edited it down to be PG-13.
There's an unrated version.
There is an unrated version. From what I've heard, it's not
bad.
It's probably blood or something.
Yeah, so
because they really didn't show that.
Yeah, which is why they decided to edit it down. They were like, we were almost there anyways, so why not? So one thing they didn't show was that the therapists do die. That was does die.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder that.
And
because
she was annoying.
Because so she dies. And then they show what happens to the neighbor. I saw a scene online where there's more blood when she kills the CEO and the dude in the elevator.
Okay.
So, not that big of a deal. That was my last movie fact. Can we talk about nitpicks?
It's not a lot of movie facts.
It's a new movie.
Okay, fine. Yes, we can talk about nitpicks.
All right. We already talked about the therapist and the stupid toy situation. But Gemma did not have to open that toy box like that. Like, why is she
so dramatic? Like, straight through the middle of the box?
Like, why are we acting like this?
Like, just open it normal.
She can play with this. But then she, stabs the middle of the box. I'm like, why didn't you just open it? You could have cut the tape and open it like a normal person.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't think that when I saw it, but I didn't.
I was just thinking, why are we doing this? Why are you being so dramatic with this? You didn't have to do it. Just open the box.
Yeah.
Then you could put the toy back in the box. You didn't have to stab it. Okay, so we talked about this a little bit, but there were just so many signs that we need to get rid of this robot.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like, at what point did we just throw this thing in the trash and pretend like it doesn't happen? I don't understand. Why, to me, the first thing, hey, M3GAN, power off, and she's still talking. I'm done with you.
Yeah, obviously there's a problem. Why didn't she power off? I would be focusing on that so hard.
Exactly.
We asked her to power off, and she didn't.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to say it more than once. She's not.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, yo, then get up there and start unplugging her, like they did at the end when M3GAN blew up the lab. And then I'm also like, God, why are we unplugging her like this? First of all, you do the one in the head first. Stop playing these games. Like I know they would set it up so she could choke him or whatever, but it didn't make any sense for him to unplug her like that. So yeah, there were just so many signs. Stop playing with this toy.
Also, can take the power system out?
Yeah, take the battery out or whatever it has.
Yeah, take the processor out.
Just yeah.
Because you can work on her code. I don't want movies act like this, but I'm pretty sure they have her code saved on the server.
Yep.
Somewhere, because it's not just coded directly into the robot. You upload it after you write it.
Yes.
So
it's on the computer.
First of all, after the first problems, again, you don't just shut her down, and if we had that issue with her refusing to turn off, after you shut her down, take the battery out, because guess what? She can't power on if there's no power source.
Yes.
2, you rewrite the code and re-upload new code. Guess what? New robot.
Yeah.
And you don't have any of that anymore. But people don't think.
No. Okay. So at the end, she's running away from this, M3GAN or whatever. Why did she run into a room with no exits?
True. Why do people always do that?
Just what are we doing? Like that house, all that glass. You tell me you ain't got no doors that open? Like, why do we run into a concrete room with no exits?
Yeah. I don't know why people never run outside.
Yeah, run outside.
Just run outside. Just it didn't make any sense. All right, so this is my last one. I'm letting a lot of stuff go, but this
also I'm pretty sure I beat that robot up. Oh no, they made it super strong.
They made it strong, but it's made of titanium. What are you talking about? They already established you can't.
Yeah, you would have punched it and broke your hand.
Yeah,
it's dumb, but okay.
Okay,
all right.
The fact that boy and her neighbor is dead is still a problem.
Yeah,
she's still a suspect for both of those murders.
Yeah,
yes, she is.
Just
and if they trace it back to the
I mean, like,
if they trace it back.
She goes to jail. I don't care if your killer robot did it or not. You're responsible for that.
She goes to jail because the company is going to fire her to cover her tracks, and the company is going to settle out with the settlement.
No, not necessarily. Because that goes along the lines if a self-driving Tesla it kills someone.
Right, is it Tesla's fault or the driver's fault?
Yeah. And basically, you're going to end up with a civil thing against the company.
Right. Because you can't
prosecute a company.
But she's responsible for the robot. Same as we were saying, the neighbor is responsible for the dog. She's responsible for the robot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I agree with that logic, but there's no legal basis for it yet.
Yeah.
The robot's not, it's a toy, it's not an animal.
So then this becomes the first case, and if I'm on that jury, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, your robot killed a little boy. I don't care if he was,
Well, I would put her to jail, not even based on those facts, but for negligence. You're going to go to jail for negligence. I'm not going to hit her for murder. She didn't make a robot to kill people.
Yeah.
But negligence, your negligent actions, not putting protocols and stuff on there, you put people in danger.
Yeah. Which, okay, then I forgot about this one thing. Just the fact, she's supposed to be working on the Furby thing. The guy gave her a deadline to end of the week or whatever. She's like, yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm about to work on this robot. She loses her job, right?
You're fired.
Yeah.
Just, it doesn't make any sense. And then I also felt like that B plot with the assistant, his name was Kirk, by the way, stealing the
companies.
That just kind of went nowhere.
That's probably where we're going to get M3GAN 2.0.
Yeah, because he probably stole it and gave it to other people, and they made killer robots or whatever. Yep. But I just felt like, I don't know, maybe it needed to have been built on some more or something.
Yeah, they kind of just brushed that under the rug.
Yeah. So that was my last thing.
All right, cool. Then are we rating it?
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna give it a cool watch while folding clothes, only because to me this is a bad movie that's fun to watch because some stuff is just stupid. But not innocent, not like Sharknado stupid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They definitely put effort into this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a horror movie though, and I think that's what gets me the most because it's categorized as a horror thriller movie. It's not at all thrilling or horrifying.
But I was going to say
it's a suspense thriller.
But it's not suspenseful.
But I think that's the point, though.
It's a sci-fi movie. Is that the point?
I think so. I think it's not meant to be. I think it's meant to be like a light-hearted comedy take on horror.
Oh,
I don't think they were. I don't think they were going in and let's scare people with this movie.
There are some parodies of some scary movies, and it's still listed as horror.
Okay.
Yeah. So
you will scare my kids with this.
Yeah, I think that's the point. I don't think it was ever meant to scare adults. Or to ever be that suspenseful.
Yeah.
All right. But no, watch before and close.
Yeah, I can watch before and close. I think I've heard a lot about this movie. It's fine. I didn't hate watching it. Would I see it again? Sure. Not that I'm ever looking to watch it again, but
I'm not going to openly
I'm not going to choose if it's on. If someone said let's watch it, I will say fine. I do feel like it is overhyped. I felt like that for a few movies this year. It was a little overhyped, but it's fine. It's a watch while folding clothes. If you haven't seen it, watch it. You won't hate yourself.
I give it a watch while folding clothes as well. Yeah. I mean, we have plenty of movies with AI taking over, so it's at this point, you know the premise, so that wasn't a surprise. But I felt like they moved the movie along, and outside of the plot point of the assistant, I felt like everything was described enough where it's like you felt for Katie, you knew where you were with Gemma, and you knew how the AI was. And I feel like they didn't miss those 3 points. And I felt like if they would have missed on one of those 3 points, that would have greatly changed the movie.
That's a good point. This movie doesn't have a character problem.
Yeah.
And the movie's not long either.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say next.
Yeah.
I do like the fact that the movie was only an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, so I think they do a lot in little time.
Yeah. Because it was like, because sometimes I like pause to see like, okay, where they're going with the movie, with how much time is left. And I was like, oh, it's 32 minutes left? I was like, oh, this is about to end.
Well, which I appreciate, because today I was watching Discovery ID, and it was about, people killing their family members.
No.
But, I mean, it's Discovery ID. What else is it about? But they took so long to get to the murder part. I'm like, get to the point already. Like, we could have cut out the first 35 minutes of this.
Yeah, I hate when they do that.
Yeah.
Or like if you watch a YouTube video and then they take half the video to get to the point of the video, and it's like,
just get to the point. And I'm like, 35 minutes in now, we're getting to the father died.
Yeah.
Then took another 10 minutes to be like, we think she did it, but we can't prove it. I'm like, why did I watch this?
Right.
What a waste. But anyways, this movie didn't do that, and I appreciate that.
No, it did get right to the point. Her parents died, and her aunt neglected her with the robot, and you saw that connection growing, and then the robot starts killing people.
Yep. Yeah. It is. That's what it's about, and they took no time getting there. So.
Yeah. Cool. Well, if you haven't seen M3GAN, if you have time, I guess, to go watch it if you want. If you have, let us know what you thought about it. Of course, we will be interested to know. And subscribe if you like to see or listen to more movie reviews and comic books, and sometimes TV shows. But with that being said, thank you so much for listening, guys, and we'll catch you in the next one.